Hi, we're going to work on building a landing page. And the way that I do it is essentially I go to a list, and the list that I'm going to use is making lemons out of lemonade. And here, what you want to do is go to the sign up forms, and it will then say, give you a selection of a few things. But all we're going to work with right now is the general forms. We'll select that. And then what it does is it gives you this screen. And on this screen, you have create forms. And what you have is this little pull back down, which has, I know a little of it's blocked, but you have all of these choices here. And all you do is you start at the top and you work your way down. And so the other thing that's important to notice at this point is this sign up form URL. And this becomes the URL that links you to this landing page. So what this shows here is what the actual name of the list is, but I don't want to use that. I want to use an image, and I've already uh, inserted a picture that I want to use. And this file manager will be the same file manager that we will load our freebie into, our ebook or our document, our PDF, whatever it may be. We'll be loading it into this same place. And there are a couple ways to get here. And some of them I remember easier than others. And while I'm here, what I'm actually going to do is, since it gave me this screen, I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to upload the document that I'm going to use as the freebie example in what we do. So I'm going to use, oh, okay, I put it in a very special place. You know those special places, right? Not that one. Um, it's around here someplace. Just hold on, we'll find it. And here, Summit Prep, and I've got it under my media, and I'm just calling it this. So this is the document that I'm going to use as my freebie for the moment. And so what it's doing is that it's uploading that document, and it's finished it. So now what I want to do is I want to go back to the files, and here I have the marketing materials. That's the document I'm going to use. So we got here because we were going to use an image, and this is the image that I'm going to use. And so I'm selecting this image. And this image is pretty wide. It's wider than we want it. And generally, we wanted about 600 pixels wide. And then I want to keep the proportions. So because I've said keep the proportions, it will automatically resize it. So now I'm going to insert the image, and here it is. And I want to add a message here, and I want to say something like, oh, let's see, thank you for asking for my freebie. This particular area becomes an opportunity on the landing page. Here, what you'll see, this is what I put. This becomes an opportunity to do a little marketing, to talk about you know, whatever message here that you want to say. This is going to be where they first come and see you. Now, here, what I have is I want the email address. This is a box that they have to fill in. And then I want their first name, but I'm not going to ask them for their last name, so I'm going to delete it, and I have to confirm that I'm deleting it. And oh, it doesn't like how I spell delete. And so then it comes back and it just has the two pieces here. Okay, so now the next, we're done with this for the moment. We can certainly come back and make changes if we want to in a little bit. Now, I like to have my sign up form with alerts on it because then it will say, oh, there are errors, especially if they have a blank email address or there's an incomplete email address, or even if they've subscribed before, and then it'll give them a value. I just kind of like to use that one. It's personal preference. What you can see is that the image we uploaded stays here. Now, then we come back to the pull downs and, oh, we can't see it, so move it down. And then we're going to put the sign up thank you page. And it comes up. Now, this looks like it's a lot of things to go through, but I'll show you in a minute what it actually looks like. It isn't quite that way. They only see a couple of items. But what we're doing here is we want to confirm your email address. And, you know, because we're going to say more, we want to say, we want to confirm your email address and then we will send you your free ebook, Making Lemonade Out of Lemons. Now, that sentence has kind of gone on, so I'm just going to modify the language and then say, please click the link in the email that we just sent you. I'm going to save and close this. And then what we'll see is the edit changes that we made show up here. So now what we'll do is we could have chosen to send them to another URL if we didn't want to do a simple landing page. We could have sent them to an upsell web page or a special web page or something. But what we're doing right now is we're just confirming their address is good, and then we're going to move on. This is really a fairly simple landing page. Then the opt-in confirmation letter shows that this is who it's from. And this information here all comes from the information on the page where we actually set up the list. And where I said on that page that this is who I want it from. This is the default address, Making Lemonade Out of Lemons. That's the name of the email list. And keep in mind, because that's going to be showing, we want to have it here. Now, if you want, you can change this here, but you want to have it descriptive so the person who gets this knows what the email is. So here, what we're saying is, I want to just say, please confirm your email address before we send you your free ebook, Making Lemonade out of lemons. And what you see here is you have a fairly standard edit block. So most of these symbols you probably understand since you've used many of them before. So we save it, and it says, please confirm your email address. Now, I don't really like how that looks, so I want to go back and edit this just a little, and then I want to have it centered because I just like it better that way. And it says, yes, subscribe me to this list. And so that'll be there. If you've received this email by mistake, you won't be subscribed if you click the confirmation. If you don't click the confirmation here. Now, this really, I'd kind of like to edit that, but it's not letting me. So, and then here is if there's questions, then there's information that you would have put in. And we'll see how this looks because we'll do a dry run. So, okay, we're pretty good to go with this at the moment. Then we move on to the next one. Now, again, you keep seeing where that image you put in carries all the way through. Now, this is just part of the double opt-in process that we're using, that Mailchimp makes us use. I don't really like the confirm your humanity is just, I usually like to say something like, confirm you are a real person. And then we look at it and see how it looks. Oops, again, I prefer it centered, personal choice. And then before we subscribe you, we need to confirm you are a human, or whatever you want to put. I'll just leave that for the moment. If you want to change any of the language, you certainly can do that. Now we come to the confirmation thank you page. And again, you can send them off to a different URL if you want to. Usually when we say URL, that's a website page, but the whole purpose that we're doing here, we want to say that they're confirmed, and I'm going to call this your email is confirmed, and then again center it so I don't have to come back, and then this says your subscription has been confirmed. But what I want to do at this stage is I want to say thank you for downloading, or no, here, let's say this. Here is your free ebook, making lemonade out of lemons. Click this link to download. Thank you for subscribing. And then here, what we'll do is we'll highlight this, and then we want to make it an active link. So what we do is we press this. Now we want to, this is where we want to upload the file. Mailchimp doesn't let you send attachments, so they want to have your materials loaded on their site. This is the document that we uploaded previously, and we're going to say, okay, we want to select this, and we could rename it, we could do whatever, but here we've selected it, and now we're going to insert it. And if you want to change the document later, you want to change the language later, it's all easy enough to do. You just come back to this particular place and it lets you do that. And you can change all kinds of things. You can create and change the background. You can get pretty slick if you want to. But you can also be very simple and do it fairly quickly. And I'll tell you, the first time I went through to do this, it took me a number of trial and error to get it exactly the way I wanted it. And I'll show you how you can actually look at it and see how it looks. So we're now at the final email. Again, here it's who it's coming from. And we want to change this, I think, to say, thank you for downloading the Making Lemonade Out of Lemons ebook. And then we come down here once more, you see that same image, and then you can say, your subscription to our list has been confirmed. What you can also say is maybe thank you for downloading your free ebook, Making Lemonade Out of Lemons. And it says, I think I want to say, we have also entered your name on our email list for free offers and our blog from time to time. And again, this is just whatever you want to put in here. So you save and close it. And we've entered your name on our email list for free offers in our blog from time to time. Okay. And this shows you the email blank, and if at any time you want to stop receiving emails, you can do this. You can also contact us here. And again, this is information, some of this, that you filled in previously. So you are all done with creating everything. So now let's see how this all looks. I think, let's see. Okay, I went back to the very start. I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to open a new window, and then I'm just going to go there, and I'm going to put, let's see, what email can I use? Here, I'll try this. It may say I'm already subscribed. And then up pops this, confirming I'm real. I'm not a robot. Subscribe me. Oops, there are errors. So let me see. I'll do it at this one. I'm running out of emails too. Okay, I don't think I subscribed on that one, so we'll subscribe. Once again, it's brought me back to confirming I'm real. I'm subscribing. Oops, I went too fast. It's given me the check mark. Um, Need to confirm. And so what you get to see is they want to confirm. Um, so now I have to go to the email address, and I have that right here. Uh, Let me see. So I'll download the information. So there you see this pretty little thing. Now, what's important is you want to have the entire image here kind of above the fold, which is why we wanted to be very careful when we said way back at the beginning the size of the image. So we want that to appear. And so here it's please subscribe me to the list. And it brings me back. And then what you get to see is this is information I would have filled in my profile. And if it isn't what you want to see, you'll want to go back and put it in there. It requires contact information. And I have actually gotten one of those P.O. boxes, so it doesn't come to my home address, or people that I don't have my home address out there. So then you click this link to download, and then what it does is it downloads this, and so this is what I was using as my download, and then I can download it. And there you are. Voila, we are completely done. So if you have any more questions, I know we've gone on for a little bit, just feel free to shoot me an email, and I'll do my best to answer them. And you can also hold on to this uh, little recording. Now, when I was first doing this, I went through almost, you know, 5 minutes of the recording that I had been given to help me walk through the process. And so, again, this will be trial and error. Have a great time. Talk to you later. Bye bye.